How you doing? My name's Joel Blake. It's such a pleasure to be able just to share my humble thoughts on the letter T as part of the A to Z Super Confidence series by Employability UK. I'm just going to share with you my thoughts and notes on the importance of taking responsibility for the way other people treat you. See, I've worked as a coach with quite a lot of people who I would say have a victim mentality. In other words, they see themselves as being at the mercy of some cruel fate which makes their lives miserable. Bad things happen to them and other people treat them badly. And there's nothing they can do about it, or so they believe. It's just their bad luck, though, that they keep having to work with or live with horrible people. But if you have this attitude, it's not going to be helpful to your confidence, because it takes away any power that you have over your own life and your ability to change it for the better. You need to take responsibility for your own feelings and actions, and not in a way that makes you feel worse about yourself. Like, oh, everything's my fault then? No, you just need to see that you are responsible for how other people treat you and for the way that you respond to them. Because that's how you take control of your own future. So let me give you an example. If you see someone who makes you feel small, what does that mean? This probably means that this person has a certain way of taking or acting, which results in you feeling inferior in some way. But you're not making yourself feel small, or are you? Well, I think you are. You see, they're not making you feel small. You're doing it to yourself, because you're attaching importance to what they do and to what they say, and by comparing yourself unfavorably by their standards. If you don't like the way they speak to you, why don't you just ignore it? Why can't you just let it wash over you and think about yourself in a more positive way, or indeed acknowledge that they're being arrogant or obnoxious and not really be worth worrying about? Remember, I mentioned that you can manage your own emotions and your reactions to events. This person may be behaving in a certain way, and it's up to you about how you react to it. It's in your power to react differently, and you don't have to take control over how they feel. You just need to keep control of how you feel. Also, if someone treats you in a certain way, it's generally because you're doing something which tells them that it's acceptable. For example, if a client always cancels a meeting and at the last minute, then if people always try to get you to reduce your prices, or if people try not to pay you on time, it's because you respond to them in a way that encourages them to do these things. You're only a victim if you make yourself one. Think about the areas of your life that you give control away at the moment, and pick one where you can work on getting it back. Take it in steps, step by step, build a momentum, build a motivation. It might be a small way at first, but by start changing the way that you do things in a small way and how you respond to other people, you will find the change in the way that they behave towards you. You'll be able to see that change. You'll be able to respond to that even more confidently and with more passion and purpose. But be warned, they may not like it at first if you don't react the way that they usually expect you to. After all, they're used to the old you who behaves the way that they want you to, and they might not be happy that you are suddenly saying no, or you're asking them to do things differently. It might take some time to establish new patterns and behavior, but it can be done. It can be done, and it's up to you to make it happen. So don't sit around and wait for people to change. Be the change that you want to see. And I'll finish off with a quick quote in that it says, and it's from J.K. Rowling, who says, "It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends." Take care and remain confident. See you soon.